Dogs in rescue centers are subject to many sources of stress. They spend entire days in tiny cages. The only thing they hear for days is the barking of other stressed dogs. They generally spend less than an hour out of their cage, mostly without getting in contact with other dogs. This is only a part of what inspired us for our next adventure, doing dog enrichment with shelter dogs. After the decision to do dog enrichment with rescue dogs, the Geppawers immediately started all the necessary operations. Calling all the rescue centers in our zone, asking them to collaborate. Evaluating all the rescue that were interested. Choosing the best one. After 2 weeks we found it. Animales Sense Sostra. It's a dog and cat shelter just 1 hour from the Geppaw headquarters in Barcelona. They are a no-profit organization giving a second chance dogs. This buddies can stay here as long as they need to be adopted. Unfortunately, some of them stay in this shelter till the end of their days. This is a commemoration page on their website. They are really active in social. If you live in Catalonia, consider following them to stay updated on their needs.
All okay? Yes. Can we come on Friday for We're in, guys.
It was great for the guys to get out of the office for a day. Well, some of them took it as a holiday. As soon as the Geppawers arrived at the center, they understood it was going to be a busy day. It was nearly impossible to interview Rosa, the center founder and manager. But with some magic, the Geppawers did it.
I'm 70 years old and I want a puppy.
No, like
You understand? Yeah.
like the wrong match, right?
Yeah.
Next week we'll publish the full interview with Rosa. Subscribe and don't lose it. Meanwhile, there was a continuous passage of volunteers taking dogs for a walk. So the guys decided to enter the cages zone. They were not ready for what they found there. It was impossible to not get depressed looking at that situation. It was in that moment that Danny, one of the center volunteers, lifted up the Geppaw team morale. He purposed them to go with him for a walk with one of the dogs, Ifrid, an awesome white pit bull, 2 years old. Danny and Ifrid didn't leave much space for the words. They immediately invited the guys to follow them in the woods. Okay, you'll be asking, how do they help this dogs? As beautiful as it can be, at the end of the walk they'll get back to cages anyway. Well, the Geppawers have been lucky. The same day another person came to the rescue center, Virginia. She was there for Ankla, a young blue pit bull, 1 year old. The people can help in many ways by donating, distance adoption or just going to the shelter and helping. It's the last case for Virginia, and this is one of the 3 visits she has to do with Ankla before bringing here at home. We decided to show Virginia some dog enrichment activities she could do at home to help Ankla feeling at home as soon as possible after the adoption will take place. Suddenly another dog was brought to the playing area. Mia.
Mia is an old lady. Because of this, it's very difficult for her to be adopted. Also, she has an illness related to his age, a problem on the last part of the back, nothing more.
The Geppaws were so curious about this old lady, so they decided to do some enrichment with her too. Before leaving the shelter, the guys had a few more words with the boss.
Rosa, thank you for, letting us do enrichment with your dogs, to visit your center. We will come soon and we'll promise you that we'll do, what we talked about. It's a surprise, you will see soon, but it will be a sort of static enrichment, like an enrichment installation that we will do with Rosa here. So you will follow us and you will see all. Rosa, do you want to say a few words to our viewers?
Thank you for coming, and I hope we can collaborate in the future. And sure, for some dogs, today was a different day.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes.
And for us too.
Yeah, and for me too. Yeah, it was a pleasure. Thank you.
The pleasure is ours. So, thank you, Rosa. Thank you.
Well, this was just the first of a long series of visits to the shelter. We have many ideas that would be nice to realize. We'll publish others video updating you. Leave us suggestions in the comments about games and enrichment we could install in the dog's courtyard.